Hey guys, okay, let's talk a little bit about dairy. We have this question come up quite a bit. Is dairy considered a protein source? And the good news is that it can be. Okay, there are a few options that do have a lot of protein in it and not a ton of fat or a ton of sugar that's going to be added to your diet. And two of those options are Greek yogurt, non fat Greek yogurt, and then fat free or low fat cottage cheese. Those just tend to have denser protein in it, and you're going to be able to eat a good bit of it without having it to be like really calorie laden, because that's what we're kind of after, is more of a more volume, more bang for your buck, so you feel fuller. One question that we do get a lot is, does dairy like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese or something like that count as a protein source for level 2 clients, or clients that are trying to eat like a level 2 eater? And yes, they can. The thing is that dairy tends to aggravate some people's systems. Like for me, I became lactose sensitive. I'm not intolerant. I can have a little bit of it, but there are certain things that I just can't have a lot of volume of it, or I just get really uncomfortable. And so that's one of the particular reasons, is that for level 2s, you want to try to get your protein from lean meat sources. Not that it's a hard rule that you have to, it's that you want to get in the habit of thinking that way. So when we say that the dairy may not count as a compliant protein source, it's really on a person by person basis. Like, are you eating enough of the cottage cheese? So say if you have a smoothie bowl or something like that, and you put a little protein powder in with your cottage cheese or something like that, that would be probably enough protein for a level 2. But if you're eating maybe like just one of the little Greek yogurt single serving things, and I think that has around like 12 grams or something of protein in it, that may not be enough for you in that meal if you're a level 2. And like we said before, level 2s are just being a little bit more intentional about the amount of food that they're eating and the types of food. So you're gonna get a little bit more bang for your buck and know for sure that you are getting probably enough protein if you're eating the lean protein sources. So it's not that they're off limits. You can totally have them. But you may become aware that some of you might be sensitive to it, and it's something that you naturally have to give up, like I did. But then again, if you start relying on too much dairy, so if you're relying on cheese and milk and all that stuff, there is a leaner source and better source of protein that you could try to get in the habit of. So it's that guideline for the level 2 habit is meant to help you get in a different way of thinking. And it may be frustrating for some people, but again, we're trying to, broaden your horizons and think outside of what you normally would gravitate towards, and try to get out of the habit of relying on certain foods all the time.